Hi team, welcome to the Cloud World channel. Today day 4. So we are seeing today's volumes. Volumes why we are using in the real time scenarios like most of the thing we will use volumes for backupping our data and it is the most complexity it will work both Linux and Windows container as well. And one of the future is Docker volumes can be shared the multiple container, like we can create one volume and we can share the multiple containers, like that is the most help. And that's the case we are using the volumes. And volume is nothing but we have some data. In the data we can mount and we can add the volumes and we can mount the volumes and we can create multiple volumes as well. Like how can we create and in local as well and in remote as well. In the in the coming session I will do that. And Docker Compose as well we can create the volumes and we can run into the services. Like I will show into in real time scenarios. First we need to create one EC2 instance. In my previous video I already created the EC2 instance and I have installed the Docker. I will give the Docker commands in the description. You can check and you can practice the things. And after that I have connected through the Mobaxstrom. Like we can connect into the browser as well, and we can connect Mobaxstrom any other like a putty. So that I have connected with this thing. Like I am clearing the enter the screen. So here I have created like one EC2 instance. On that EC2 instance, I have installed the Docker. And after the Docker, I will check the version. So in my previous video, I have already created and already installed the Docker. So you can watch that video and you can install that Docker, how it works. And in this video, I have seen we can go with the volumes. What is the volumes? How can we do the volumes in real time scenarios? So we'll check that things. So here I will check once Docker version. So this is the Docker version. In this Docker version, I can create the volumes. So for Docker file, I will create one volume. So already I have created. So I will remove that thing. No issue. So I will create container 4. So I will use this thing. Yeah. In cat command, we will check the what is the content in Docker file. I have created this thing and I have checked this thing. So I will create the volume. So here I will, this is already like Docker build -t, the name of image of the name and version of the image, and this is the current directory. So I have created the thing. In this step, like Docker is building the image. The Docker is building the image. If the image is available in the local Docker, that will push that thing. If not available, that will go into the internet and that will be downloaded in here. In this example, I have taken from Ubuntu. So that taken from the load metadata from the Docker IO. In Docker IO library, Ubuntu latest image is taking here. After that, I will run that image. After that, I will run the image. I will change this. Already I have created container one and version one as well. So that's the case. I have changing the names like a Docker run hyphen t hyphen fn name and container four and image of image name and version four. So in that thing, we created one Docker image. On that, we can run one container. So in this container, I need to create values. So I need to create values like volume 4. So here already volume 4 is there. Yeah. In volume 4, I will use touch command. In touch command, I can create multiple files. Yeah. I have created multiple files to the touch command in volume 4. To share the volumes, like already I have previously explained, we can share the volumes through multiple containers. We can share the volumes through multiple containers. So how can we share? So this is the scenario. In this Docker run hyphen t, like I have created container 4. I need to change this container 4 and volumes from container 1. Privileged true Ubuntu. Like container 2 volume from container 1 sharing from true Ubuntu. So this is the thing we can share one volume. This is the volume. For example, this is the volume. And we can share one container to another container. This container to this container, we can share the volumes. This is the real-time scenario. Like we can create one backup the enter the data. So for example, I have created one backup file. I have shared it into this. I have created in volume. So this is the backup data. So I will transfer from one container to another container. Like for example, one container is nothing but this is the dev container. Like for example, this is dev and this is QA1. So I have created one backup file here in dev. So I need to transfer into QA. So this is the best example. So we can transfer the container, like transfer the volumes from one container to another container. And next thing, in CLI as well, we can create the in from CLI as well, we can create these things. Like same, we can go to volume 2 and we can create some files. After that, we will share the files here and in mounting the volume. So here mounting the volumes as well. So I will create the things. So here Docker. Yeah, I have in root folder of the volume folder. So I need to exit the things. Currently I'm in root. So here I will execute this command. Yeah, our volume 6 is created. Our volume 6 is created. So I need to check the Docker volume ls. So here we can check these things Like I have created volume 2 and volume 3. Just now I have created volume 6. This is the thing. Just now I have created volume 6. Previously I have created volume 2 and volume 1. These are the local volumes. Like this is the local volume. In this we can find the volumes, like we can mount the volumes and we can create the volumes and we can detach the volumes as well. We can detach the volumes as well. So here we can inspect the volumes as well, like docker inspect volume 6, docker volume inspect volume 6. So here we can inspect the volumes as well. Yeah, what is the volume and where is the volume currently existed, and what is the mount point and where is the data is. So we can find here, like created by, in this scenario, created a time is 37/2024 and time span. Where is the volume exactly? Like this is the local, and if they have any labels, and what is the mount volume, like mount point, where library docker volumes volume 6 in data. So in the file path, if we have created anything, that will go into place this thing, and the name of the volume is volume 6. And any, if we have given anything like volumes, that will be into, and scope of the volumes, like this is the local. So we can inspect these things into docker volumes, and we can use the volumes in a real-time scenario. I have already explained the things. Most of the things docker used for the, like in pipeline level, like we can use ci part. Like in ci we use the most of the thing is docker. Current scenario, most of the things, like most of the company using the docker. So docker, why they are using, like we can go with the multiple containers as well, like we can go into ACR, like Azure Container Registry, and docker. So docker is open source, so we cannot give you money, like that will be free of the charge. And we can create the image and we can build the image and we can push into a AKS. Like most of the things, the real-time scenario is going through the Docker and AKS. In previously, they have used web apps. In that web apps, we can host our web application to the Azure portal. So current trend is going on to the AKS. In my next future videos, we can explore into more AKS, like a Kubernetes things. We can explain the more things. So, and we can rename the volumes as well. You already know how can we rename the things. For example, here we need to check, like if that thing is current working or not. Yeah. So currently there is nothing. I will create touch file one. Yeah. In the scenario, like in the particular folder, like there is a CD where library docker volume 6. So in this thing we have created, like from CLI as well we can create, from the docker file, like a docker API as well we can create the volumes, and docker mounting the volumes and attach the volumes, and detach the volume, like a docker networking as well. In coming videos we check, we can go with the next upcoming contents. As of now, this is today agenda. So in next video, please watch the next upcoming session. So hope you guys like this video, share this video, and subscribe to CloudWatch channel. Thank you guys.